Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. If this is the first time you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Grab a snack, grab a drink, hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. You guys, so I haven't really done a video like this before, but it is definitely so interesting to think about doing this maybe more in the future if you guys like this. And it's Sebastian Recommends. Okay. Anyways, so I know this is a little bit old, but I mean, girl, I'm just finding it now. I don't know why or how, but there's a documentary of the price of Glee. It's all about Glee, okay? It's all about the craziness. It's all about the misfortune. It's all about the unfortunate deaths. It's all about I mean, they go into detail, girl, of how it became, how, everything. I'm only on episode 2. I'm in that half episode 2, and I was like, I want to talk to you guys so you can hop on and watch. I found it in my HBO Max streaming service, but I'm not sure where else you can find it. But I'm gonna actually look, and then maybe I can put in the description where you can find it. But it is so incredibly crazy I mean, we've heard a lot of things from Glee. Now, if you guys don't know, there's a thing that's going around. It's it's allegedly called the Glee Curse, because a lot of bad things have happened, in the Glee. I mean, Naya's unfortunate death, Corey, everything that happened with Mark. I believe his name was Mark, right? Yeah, I believe his name was Mark. Just so many details in the show, and it's from people who worked on the show, people who worked close to the cast. And I specifically, since I'm only in episode 1, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the price of fame. This is something so interesting, you guys, that it blew my mind. They're talking about how Ryan Murphy wanted to hire non-celebrity, just like unknowns, from the entertainment world. And he hired everyone, and nobody was famous. Leah was she did some Broadway, she was like a Broadway kid, so she was kind of known for that world, but she wasn't massively famous like she is now. Well, you guys, they were talking about how the Glee cast members, they were basically one day, the show, they filmed the pilot, they were very excited for it, they didn't know what to expect. Everyone almost thought this was going to be like a one season type of show, because nobody really thought that like a group of kids singing songs and stuff was going to be so popular. So they explained that the whatchamacallit, like everyone kind of didn't have the biggest hope for the show, but when it aired, I believe it aired to 9 million people. The pilot episode premiered, and that was the rating, was 9.1 million, I think, people tuned in to watch. So literally, let's say it aired on a Tuesday. By Wednesday morning, these people were famous. These kids were famous. And they explained that through season 1, ratings went up to 12 million people per episode and higher. People were so obsessed with this show. And the people who were working on there said that they didn't have any life. The price you paid was you're giving up your privacy, you're giving up your freedom, you're giving up everything, and you're gonna live in this fishbowl, because of this show. And it really did become that. They couldn't go anywhere. I mean, the amount of fame that these kids had was insane. Another thing that really, really shocked me was that they said that usually a show films, for some months, and then they have some months off, and then they film again, a second season. But Fox and Ryan, I guess everybody wanted to milk it for as much as they could. So they would film the show, and filming the show required not just learning lines like another show. They had to learn lines, they had to learn a song, they had to learn choreography, they had to do voiceovers, They had to go to voice lessons, acting lessons, dress rehearsals, dance class, dance thing, they had to learn choreography. I mean, the amount of people who, whose life changed from one moment to another, they're just hopping on a show and they come out of it, but now they're working literally. Lea Michele said they were working 70 hours of the week, 70 hours. And they had literally no time off because they would film and then immediately after they would go on I think it was like a nationwide or a world tour. So imagine like getting off from the show, then doing rehearsals for the tour, then going on tour, and then coming back, maybe having a week off, and then going into the next season. So I just, it is so crazy because, of course, it's a lot of money. Lea Michele, I believe, was getting up to like $80,000 per episode. Corey as well. They were getting some really good money, but at the same point, it's like, money's great, but like, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it, They couldn't go anywhere. It's not like they could like, be like, hey girl, you wanna go to the movies? Yeah, let's go to the movies and then we go to Chipotle. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't do that. So it's like, you have all this money in the bank, but what are you gonna do with it if you can't enjoy it, And I believe that like Glee was this machine. It was like it was more than a show. It was an actual machine that, had these kids and it took away their freedom. So it's like, what is the price of fame? It's literally giving up who you are, your privacy. And, one thing I will say is that I think that it's very important to like, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is the world they live in. Like, they chose this. Like, yeah, I totally understand that. Fame comes with paparazzis. Fame comes with, paparazzi and screaming fans and, all of these wonderful things that come with it. But at the same point, it's like, yeah, it's nice to take a picture with, you're going to dinner with your family and there's a group of 100. And you're full, you're probably bloated, you just want to go home and lay on the couch, but you have to take pictures with everyone, or else your reputation is done, or else you're the rude one, you're this, you're that. So I definitely think fame, like after watching this, like I'm seeing fame as in a different thing. And I've seen what fame does to so many people. I mean, I remember like in, Britney Spears, she couldn't go anywhere, freaking 100 million paparazzis always on her. I've seen what fame does. And look at Princess Diana, like so many different, situations we've seen, that comes with the price of fame. But like, it's so surprising to see them, kind of the people who work with them and saw them grow overnight, explain how the bigger that they got, the smaller their like box got, and people were so desperate for them that they were even climbing the walls of Paramount where they were filming Glee, and they would go and find them and, just like, try and get pictures. And what they had to do is they had to build this tunnel that went straight from the trailers of these kids straight into the filming, because the tours were stopping them, people were screaming at them, people taking pictures. Like I mean, I was not a Gleek, okay, but like seeing this, like they were literally like a huge fucking thing. And it's so sad to think that somehow I do believe that this had a lot of impact on, mental health. And, they spoke about Corey's passing, which is very sad. But now that I'm seeing it and I'm hearing from people around him, like his former roommate and his friend, that they definitely believe he was so tired and overworked. And he actually said to his friend, Corey said, that he wouldn't wish fame on his worst enemy. So if that's saying something, girl, it is so crazy. And like they were saying, he couldn't go anywhere. They could not go anywhere. So imagine you're just home Because, you know, as soon as you're out, there's going to be people wanting to, you know, wanting things from you. There's going to be people wanting pictures and autographs and paparazzi and highway chases of paparazzi. Like, it's crazy. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to continue watching it, and whatever, like, things that come out, I think I'm going to, if you guys want some more of Glee, let me know. They're gonna get into all the Lea Michele stuff soon, so I'm gonna definitely probably do a video about that. But yeah, I just found it so interesting how, like, fame definitely impacted them, and now, like, you know, 10 years later or something, they're like normal people. Like, you know, nobody's really, like, you know, searching for them. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy how you have so much fame, and then boom, you know, it's like, yeah, you're famous, but, like, you're not, you know, whoa, you know, it's not like popular. So yeah, it's so crazy. And come to think about it, the only one still working is Lea Michele. Who else? Nobody's working. Actually, I don't think anybody really has done anything. Oh, just kidding. Darren. Of course, Darren. He has. I think his name is Darren. Yeah, his name is Darren, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's Darren. But yeah, anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.